I never thought I'd be the kind of woman who says, "My husband cheated on me." You hear stories like this, don't you? On TV, from friends, in movies. But you never think, it'll be you. I met Daniel when I was 24. He had this quiet charm, the kind that made you feel safe just by standing near him. We didn't fall in love instantly. We grew into it. Coffee dates turned into weekend getaways. Late-night conversations turned into dreams of forever. 2 years later, he proposed in the rain. Not planned, not fancy. Just real. Like him. We got married in a small ceremony. Just us, a few close friends, and a future full of promises. For the first few years, it was beautiful. Mornings with coffee and quiet smiles. Long drives with music and no destination. He would randomly bring me flowers, not just on anniversaries, but on Tuesdays, because he said, "Ordinary days deserve love too." I held on to those words, but love. Love can be loud when it's new, and quiet when it's dying. And sometimes we don't hear it fade. I started noticing things. Small things, really. He stopped texting me during the day, stopped asking how my day was. His hugs felt shorter. His eyes, somewhere else. One night, I woke up and found him in the living room, phone in hand, screen turned away. I asked him, "Who are you talking to?" He paused. Just for a second. And that pause broke something inside me. He said it was work. I believed him. I wanted to believe him. But the distance kept growing. His late nights at the office became every night. He started wearing cologne to business dinners. And I just waited, in a house that was once ours, but now felt like a museum of fading memories. One evening, I found an earring. Not mine. It was in the back seat of our car, delicate, gold, with a tiny heart on it. My hands trembled as I held it. Not because I didn't know, but because I finally did. When I confronted him, he didn't deny it. He didn't fight. He just looked at me. And in that silence, I heard every broken vow, every lie, every moment of pretending he was still mine. He said it started as a mistake, just one night. But it didn't stop, because she made him feel alive. Alive. And what was I then? A ghost? A placeholder? I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I walked into the bathroom, closed the door, and let the water run over my face so he wouldn't hear the sobs. People always ask, "Why didn't you leave right away?" And I ask them, have you ever loved someone so deeply that even their betrayal didn't undo the memories? I stayed for 2 more months, not because I forgave him, but because I was learning how to let go, gently. I didn't want to burn everything. I wanted to leave with my soul still intact. Eventually, I packed my bags, 1 suitcase, years of love, and a broken heart that still, somehow, beat for him. I moved into a small apartment, alone, and every morning I'd make 1 cup of coffee, sit by the window, and remind myself, you survived. There are days I still miss him, not who he became, but who he used to be. The man who held my hand at 2 a.m. when I had nightmares. The man who danced with me in the kitchen while dinner burned. The man who once said, "Ordinary days deserve love too." But I realized something. Sometimes the person you love the most is the one who teaches you how to love yourself. He broke me. But in that breaking, I found my strength. I'm not telling this story for pity. I'm telling it for the woman watching this right now, who's pretending she's okay, who's holding in tears when everyone else is asleep, You are not alone. You are not weak. And no matter what he did, you are still enough.